Well, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you shall find this practice. Making sure everything is running well. You know me. Sure everything is. There we go. We are live. Hello, welcome. Welcome back to another one. Change my whole setup. Hopefully, you like it and move furniture around to have space. Today's practice is falling in love with yoga. Falling in love with yoga. Well, hopefully you are falling in love. I know I am because it's fall. Tis the reason, the title. Got my water, got my blocks, got my strap. Sitting crisscross applesauce. Welcome back. Thank you so much for joining me for Erky Yoga Live Love Laugh. Ting. Welcome, welcome. So back with another one. So we're going to crisscross applesauce. Go ahead and switch the directions. We're starting out flow here on the ground. Here got my paintings everywhere. My Funko Pops all over there. If you only know how many I truly have. It's a secret. My grandniece knows because every time she come in here, she's like, Auntie, you got so many toys. Why do you have so many toys? They're collectibles. Toys. So we're sitting upright. Hopefully everything's okay. You can see me well. Hopefully the light is pretty good. It's a dreary day out there today. It's raining. So it's supposed to be a great race today in the lovely city of Pittsburgh. So hopefully the racers, namaste to you guys. Hopefully you're able to run through this. I know this will drive me crazy. So I'm sitting crisscross applesauce. If this is not in your forte, you can go ahead and sit on your sit bones, legs straight. If that's too much for you, you can also grab a blanket. Grab a blanket. I actually have one. And you can just fold it and place it underneath your bum. Lift your hips up, tilt yourself forward if you are tight in your hips. So let's go ahead, close our eyes. Get ourselves nice and ready into our practice. We're going to do a little yoga today. Maybe roll your neck in one direction. Doesn't matter which way you start it. I am starting my head, rolling it to the right. And then rolling it a little bit to the left. And just breathing. Go ahead. Let's go ahead and start our Ujjayi breath here. You can have your eyes closed. Roll your shoulders back. And just breathe. Letting everything go. Just relaxing into your practice. Getting comfortable within your body. Making any simple adjustments you need to make for your practice to make yourself comfortable. And just breathe. Go ahead, do me a favor and take your chin, bring it down to your chest here, stretching the back of your neck. And reverse it, turning your chin up to the sky, forehead back. Go ahead, inhale, bringing your chin to your chest. Exhale out. Deep breath in, bringing your forehead up to the sky. And exhale out. 2 more times. Inhale, bring your chin down. Exhale out, hold it here. Deep breath in, bringing your forehead up to the sky. Exhale out all that lovely air. And go ahead, do me a favor, roll your body forward, bringing your hands in front of you, tucking your chin into your chest. Get a nice forward fold here. Stretching out your side here, your hips. Hear everything here. Gently walk your hands back up to your body. Bring both hands up to the sky, palms facing each other. And on exhale, fall forward in any amount here. Holding here, chin into the chest. Gently walk both hands over to the right, stretching everything onto your left side. So do me a favor. Take that left hand, place it on top of the right. We'll get a deeper stretch if you're able to. Go ahead, walk your hands all the way over to the left, hold it here. Do me a favor, take your left hand, place it on top of your right. Stretching your right side out. Get a little deeper stretch. Go ahead, bring your hands back front and center again. Maybe you get a little deeper. Go ahead, rolling yourself up. Place both feet onto the ground and gently place your hands to the side into a nice windshield wiper from side to side here. Taking your time. Just waking up the body. Just cracking everything, rolling around. Wish we could have some music, but you know we get your girl get flagged on the YouTube, even when she has music that she's licensed to use with their editing. Please, I had to fight to make sure I don't get copyright infringement. I did win on my cases, but I have to be careful. Even when my videos, when I even edit and play music, even though I have a license. But I'm paying for something, but apparently some people with their songs don't like their songs being played on my stuff. And I'm a small YouTube channel, so I'm only 102, and they threatened me, so now. I'm gonna transition myself onto my hands and knees, making sure my hands are underneath my shoulders, my knees are underneath my hips. Dropping your belly down to the ground, bringing that forehead up to the sky for cow pose. Switching direction, we're getting into it. Rolling your back, cat. Inhale, dropping your belly, forehead, tailbone up to the sky. Cow. Exhale. Cat. Deep breath in. Cow. Exhale. Round that back, pushing. Cat. Really enjoying this, doing a couple rounds. Really focusing, using that breath. In and out here. Couple more rounds, rounding, waking up that body here, cracking up that fascia muscle here. Moving that fascia muscle around. Waking yourself up. Getting ready into a happy Sunday. And bring yourself to a neutral spine position. Tuck your toes down. Bring your hands forward. We're going to go into puppy pose. So I'm going to tuck my toes down for a second. Bring my hands forward and just slide my top of my body up forward to the ground here. Stretching out. My block so you can see me. Stretching out. Going into puppy pose here. You can have your toes tucked or flat. Whatever's comfortable. I have my toes tucked for a second because I'm trying to stretch out my toes here for a second because they're, I don't know, every once in a while you need to release some pressure in your toes. They do so much work holding up this whole body. Go ahead, gently walking your hands back, bringing it back up, on, placing your palms in front, at least about 6 inches apart, toes down to the ground. We're going to go into it to downward facing dog. If you're not there yet for your doggy, you're welcome to go back onto hands and knees. It's quite all right. We're just waking up our body here. Go ahead and pedal. Taking our time. Rolling our hair from side to side. Holding in here. Pushing back your hips. Sitting up that sit bone for your tailbone. You see us shake it a little bit. Drop back down to your hands and knees. And go back into a child's pose. Bringing your knees the same size as your yoga mat. Toes to touch. Pull my hair back. Dropping it down to the ground. Hands forward, forehead down to the ground, making your terra pose nice and active here. Recuperating. And it is the last Sunday of the month, so it is restorative day. It is. I can't lie. It is restorative. I always do last day of the month. I always do a restorative practice. So this is a restorative practice. I almost forgot. I almost, was going to do something crazy, but we'll do that for the next video. And for this one, it's last day of the month, or last days of the month. So I usually give my students a break before we start the new month. We're going to relax our body. Go ahead, bring your elbows to your knees. Hold here for a second. Might feel a little funny. We're going to take that left hand, bring it out to the side here, and then take it underneath your right. Twisting our body here, looking to the right. Stretching out our shoulders. Go ahead, bring it back front and forward, front and center again. Bring your elbows close to your knees. Taking that right hand, taking it underneath your left. Switching your body to the left. You can do a little tip with your right fingers, with your left fingers if you like, or you can keep your hands flat down. You have your hands flat down, you're getting deeper into your twist here. Just breathe. My shoulders definitely need it, but lift your weights. All right, front to center, bring your hands forward again, dropping your forehead down to the ground. And bring it back on up to our hands and knees. Go ahead, do me a favor, take that left foot behind you. Bend your knee, open that hip, look in the same direction as your knee. Oh, close. I know it's that close. Look in that same direction as your knee. Open up your hips here. Ooh, you feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. Stretch out your leg here. Dropping it down. Let's go to the other side. Taking our right foot behind us. Bending that knee. Open that hip. Look in that same direction as your knee. Hey, honey. A plant right there. Miss Honey. It's the plant my mom gave me. It grew. Just repotting her in a new pot. Go ahead, stretch them back out, drop back down. Sit on your heels if you're able to. In hero's pose. If not, the hero's pose is like, You can modify your hero pose by sitting on a block. Or you can bring it down to the ground, crisscross applesauce, and legs in front for a modification. Let's see what we do with this ponytail because I ain't feeling it. Alrighty, sitting here in hero's pose. And if you want, you can get a little deeper. Maybe you can open your knees a little bit wider, sinking real down deep in your hero's pose if you're able to. If it's a little bit comfortable. If it's not, there you go. My legs are a little tight, so I was like, girl, what you doing? Something. Ooh. Let's drop my water. Is it closed? Yeah. Making sure I'm not missing any comments. For those of you who join me live, hello. For those of you who's not joining me live and who's not in the chat and watch me later, welcome to the replay. Hey, replay gang. Thanks for the replay. Love it. Sitting here for a second. Let's do some hero rolling. So we're going to inhale our chin up to the sky, forehead up, chin up, and then exhale, rolling down, bringing our hands down, bringing our hands up, exhale, rolling down. One more time, bringing it up, exhale, rolling down, bringing it back on up, sitting here. I'm going to bring my butt up off out of hero's pose back onto hands and knees. I'm going to do that again. Take that left foot behind us. Bending that knee, open our hip, open up those hips. Ooh, mine are a little tight. Go ahead, stretch it back out. Other side. Bend that knee, open up that hip. Oh, my hips are super tight. It's from lifting weights. Cardio. I do yoga afterwards, but I do the heavy stuff. I do at least 20 minutes of yoga, 20 to 30. But sometimes it'd be like, oh, child. Go ahead, sit on your bum. Bring your feet forward. Sitting up on your sit bones. I'm going to grab my strap because I feel like I might need it today. Bringing my hands around my feet. My strap. Oh my God. My strap around my feet. Sitting up and fold forward in any amount. We're going to at least hold this for a couple minutes. So let me see my timer. And ask my friend Google. Hey Google, can you set my timer for 3 minutes?
Got it. 3 minutes. And that's starting now.
And we're going to do a little bit something different. We're going to open up our feet at least the same size as our yoga mat and fold forward in any amount. So holding it here, doing a Chinese style yoga floor fold. So holding it here, you can grab, I'm grabbing my strap because I'm tight. You can grab your ankles, your thighs, whatever. So this is a Chinese style yoga technique where they have their feet a little bit open, wider than hip width. At least about the same size as your yoga mat. And fold forward in any amount, taking your time. And letting it really be a lovely heart opener. And I got my elbows resting on my thighs here. How are you today? Happy Sunday. I didn't say that. Sunday fun day. Hey. It's a rainy day. I'm going to do some paperwork today. Always. And I got to go back to work tonight. So hopefully it's a beautiful night tonight like it was yesterday. So, Lord willing. And I'm off the next 2 days. Yes, I'm off Monday and Tuesday. Snacks for that. I might do another video. I'll probably do another video. Probably won't be live. It'll probably be recorded. Usually when I record videos, it's like 4 in the morning. Yeah, it's like early or 6 in the morning. Actually, I do it early when the sun's about to come out. Early. Then I get the, it takes me, then I gotta edit and all that lovely stuff. One woman show here. A whole show. I'm a whole show. In my head, I'm a whole show. Child, you don't want to be in this head. Just breathe. Enjoy the moment here. We are cracking, all that stuff. Doing the yin. Not doing a lot of yang today, but doing a yin in practice because we're going to fall in love with yoga. Fall in love, fall in love. Fall in love with stretching and releasing some of that stuff that we need to stretch. Sometimes we need to stretch our calves. We need to stretch our legs. We need to stretch our hips, our shoulders. We need to stretch our back, our low back. And like I said, if this is too much for you, can sit it up. It's not a problem. Replace a blanket underneath your bum, sit up on it, sit on a block, whatever you need to do. To make yourself nice and comfortable. It is your practice. Okay, Google, stop. Okay, Google, stop.
All right, the 3-minute one, which is up now on kitchen speaker. Cancel.
Go ahead, shake up those legs. Go ahead and plant your feet back into the ground here. Please hip width apart. And go ahead and windshield wiper those knees. Oh, hold one side. I'm holding to the left. Oh, stretching out my hips. Woo. Go ahead, drop them to the opposite side. Oh, you'll hear me make a lot of noise. I feel it already. I ain't do that much. We didn't do that much. I'm already in pain. Not pain, but I'm like, I can feel it. Stretch it to the opposite side. Just tight. Stretching it to the opposite side. A lot of cardio this week. A lot of lifting weights. And I've been doing yoga too. I was doing power yoga, doing back bends and stuff, doing the most. Stretch your feet out. Thank you for the ones who joined me last week. I was at yoga in the street. Thank you so much. I had a lot of blasts. I had a lot of people. Had a good time teaching yoga in the street. It's a lot of fun. Thank you so much for showing up and showing out. Thank you, my beautiful people. Back into that Chinese style yoga. So we're going to have our feet at least hip width apart, sitting up on our sit bones here. And what we're going to do is we're going to do monkey climb down the limb. So we're going to take our hands and just walk our hands down and isolate. So you can walk your hands down to the left foot. You can also use a strap. I'm going to use a strap because I'm tight. Holding it here. And just breathe. Just breathe. And holding here for at least about, let's say like a minute and a half. Hey Google, can you set my timer for a minute and a half, please?
Sure, 1 minute and 30 seconds. And we're starting now.
I hear the dogs outside. Where my dogs at? Get out, dog. Where my dogs at? I sing DMX. Dating my age. That is my dog bite. That dog bite sound is like questionable. It's questionable. That sound like a puppy. Not a powerful dog. It's a little chihuahua. Oh, isolating muscles. Feels good. It feels good. Tony, Tony, Tony. Yeah. And if you would like to hear my music, you have access to my yoga playing list I have on Spotify. So I will add it to the link when I upload this video. So if you catch me on the replay, I have to remember to post it. Lift on up, switching to the opposite side here. Okay, Google, stop. You don't listen. Hey, Google, stop.
No problem. The 1 minute and 30 second one, which is up now on living room speed. Cancel.
Okay. So we're going to do the opposite side here. So I'm going to the right, folding forward at any amount using my yoga strap because I'm tight. And Google, can you set my timer for 1 minute and 30 seconds?
Sure, 1 minute and 30 seconds. And we're starting now.
You know, and if you have a Google at home, it probably will go off. Sorry. I know sometimes when I go back and watch the video, it'll be playing on my TV. I'd be like, my Googles be going off. It's like, okay. They be hearing everything. They know. They know. I figure out what polish I want to color my toes. It's fall. I'm going to do a nice little purple or orange. Nice little burnt orange. That'd be nice. So don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. Ting! I am my own sound machine too. And just breathe. Like I said, I'm going to add the link to my Spotify too before it uploads. Yeah, I should always do that. I keep forgetting sometimes when I be editing to add it because I'll forget. I think I have 3 different playlists so that you can play if you want, if you're at home watching me. Which would be nice because that's something I'll be listening in my head sometimes. Which I'll have it like the earpiece said. Sit on up. Okay, Google, stop. Go ahead, do a nice little yogi shake out. Put your toes away from your body. Point them to yourself. Point them away. Point them to yourself. Wiggle those toes. Wiggle your fingers like you're playing a piano. Oh, I'm going to go to my end of my mat here. And we're just going to go fold forward And just lower down all the way to the ground. Bringing those lovely knees into your chest here and roll from side to side. Roll your knees. Oy vey. What we're going to do is going to take that right leg, cross it over the left, grab your feet on the outside. So we're grabbing our um, right foot in our left hand and our left foot in our right hand, holding it here. Like a nice twist, stretching out the outside of our hips here. Woo! Definitely a stretch. As close as you can get crossing your legs here. If this is too much, you can have it wherever you are with your feet. If you're like here, you can cross. Wherever you can cross your legs. Go ahead and switch. Oh, really stretching the outside of her hips. Oh, yeah. Just breathe. Go ahead and uncross. Plant both feet into the ground. Go ahead and do a nice little windshield wiper from side to side. This part we're going to tilt our hips. Get a little hip action in here with our pelvic floor here. We're just going to just drop our hip down to the ground. Go ahead, tilt your head or hips on up and tilt your pelvic down. Tilt it up. It's kind of like you're doing like a crunch down there. Tilt your hips, tilt your pelvic bone down, tilt your pelvic bone up, tilt it down. So you're tilting down your pelvic bone and your top of your pelvic bone is lifting up. And you want to switch direction. Tilt now your pelvic bone, lifting it up and dropping your other one. One more time. Lifting it up. Oh, releasing the pressure. I feel it. And then exhale, switching direction. All right. We're going to do a nice, lovely pose on our back here. We're going to do, I'm holding it for a very long time here. We're going to do pigeon on our back here. So we're going to take our left leg, bring it straight up in the air, crossing that left ankle over that right knee, bringing that right knee into our chest, grabbing that right thigh and holding it here. And do pigeon pose on the left. On the right. No, actually, yeah. Pigeon pose on the left because the left side is working. And lifting that right foot up. If it gets too much, you can always drop down the leg and just having a lower style pigeon or using your strap. But we're going to hold it here for quite a little bit of while, for about 3 minutes. Hey, Google, can you set my timer, please, for 3 minutes?
Got it. 3 minutes. And that's starting now.
And the co-star of this show is Google. Because I do have my clock, but I don't like to hit the button every 2 seconds. I'm just relaxing. Best you can while holding this. So I'm going to like to roll my ankles. How are you doing? I hope all is well. I'm relaxing in this pose. Like I said, this is too much. You can always drop your your leg down to the ground. I'm just doing it here. Whenever's comfortable for those 3 minutes. And just breathe. Okay, Google, stop. Go ahead and uncross your leg there. Okay, Google, stop. Take that left leg in the air. Roll your ankle one direction. Roll your ankle opposite direction. Point that toe away from your body. Point it to yourself. Point it away. Point it to yourself. Holding it there. Going to hold that leg up in the air. Grab the strap. Hold it here. And we're just going to bring that leg closer to your body here. So you can use a strap or you can grab your leg wherever you're able to. Make sure you're having that bend in that right knee. Holding it here. And if you have that leg up in the air, and if you have a strap, you can go ahead, open that leg over to the left side. Ooh, yeah. Bringing it back on up. One more time, stretching it over to the left. So if you have your hand, you can just take your hand and just, if you don't have a strap, just gently guide your hand with your hand, with your thigh. One more time, lifting it up. Exhale, lower it down. Go ahead and lift it back up. Point that toe away. Point that toe to yourself. Bring it a little bit closer if you can, then let it go. Shake out those legs. All right, taking that right foot up to the sky, crossing that right ankle onto that lovely left knee. Bringing that lovely left knee off the ground, bringing that knee into your chest and holding here for the same about 3 minutes. Okay, Google, set my timer, please, for 3 minutes.
All right, 3 minutes, starting now.
And like I said, if it's too much, you can drop your feet to the ground and hold it here for modification. But we're doing pigeon on our back, getting in our hips here. Definitely stretching out the back part of our hips. And just breathe, using that ujjayi breath to relax as best you can. Just deep inhaling and exhaling, not overthinking it, and just working with your breath, making sure at every time you're doing these stretches that your breath is calm, that it's not choppy, that you're not in distress, that your body is working with the flow. Okay, Google, stop. Okay, Google, stop. Go ahead and take your leg up, straight up in the air, like it just don't care. You're going to take that right leg, bring it close to you as best as able to, stretching out that right leg. Oh, no, before we do that, that's right, you got to point that toe. Put it into yourself. Roll that ankle one direction, roll your ankle the opposite direction. Don't want to cheat you. Shake it all about. Now, yeah, point that toe away again. Flex it. Try to catch it and point. Point your toe, flex it again to your body, roll that ankle around. Go ahead and stretch that leg close to your body. Really stretch it out. Okay, I'm not going to switch my direction so I can drop my leg. We'll be dropping it into the wall. Hot in here. Just for a little bit. My pants are falling down. Sorry. I'm in an awkward situation. Like I'm losing weight and my pants are falling off. Oh goodness. It's a weird awkward situation where I'm definitely losing weight and clothes are not fitting. The scale doesn't say I'm losing weight, but my clothes says I'm losing weight. And I looked, it was like, oh, you might be gaining muscle since I'm weightlifting all the time. Because after you're a certain age, they say you should weightlift more to help you lose that fat that I have and help me lose weight. Cutting carbs and not cutting carbs, but eating better. I mean, already, yeah, but I could do better. I'm addicted to sugar, just like everybody else. Go ahead and take that lovely right leg, open it up to the side, to the right. Oh yeah. I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh, that's a nice stretch. Lifting it back up. Like I said, if you don't have a strap, you can use your hands to open up. Oh, to the side. Yeah. Oh, that feels freaking fantastic. I can feel it. Like my hips are like, yes, release. Pressure release. One more time. Bringing it back up. Go ahead. Drop it down to the ground. Oh, yeah. That feels amazing. Lift it all up. Go ahead. Bring your feet down to the ground. Go ahead. Shake out your legs. Bringing those lovely knees back into your chest here. And roll from side to side. Feet up to the ceiling. Point your toes to you. Point them away. Point them up. Point them away. Drop it back down to the ground. Take your, what is this? My right hand above my head. Bring your knees into your chest. Roll your body over to the right and gently lift yourself up. One vertebra at a time, sitting on your sit bones as we go back into where we were in the beginning. So let's start at the beginning again. Sitting back down in that crisscross applesauce. You might notice your hips are a little bit looser and you may be able to get a little bit more range of motion into that body. Yes. Body, yaddy, 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 yaddy. Body, yaddy, yaddy. Yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. Yaddy, yaddy, yaddy. All right, my lovely, lovely yogis. So we're going to crisscross applesauce and we're going to fold forward. And yeah, you might be able to get a little bit deeper. If you want, you can grab a block. Lay your forehead down to the ground. Gently bring it on up. Bring it over to the right side. Taking your right hand on the bottom, taking your left on top. Stretching everything out. The block up there. Go ahead, walk both hands over to the opposite side here to the left side, placing your left on the bottom, right on top. You're going to untwist, good stretch in front of you forward. Go ahead, gently roll yourself up one vertebra at a time. Back onto those lovely hands and knees. Gonna stretch out our shoulders again. Hands and knees, bring your hands forward back into that puppy pose, dropping your chest down to the ground. Oh, tailbone out to the sky. My toes are tucked down, but you can have them flat. I have them tucked down so I can stretch out my toes here. Stretching out the top half of my lower back and my shoulders. Go ahead, gently shift your body forward, dropping down to your belly, bringing your elbows underneath your shoulders here, into Sphinx pose. Holding our Sphinx pose for a minute here. Just breathe. Making sure your feet are flat on the ground. Tailbone is tucked into the ground. Top of your half of your body is lower, lifted up. Making sure you're not squeezing your low back. You're not squeezing your butt. Your butt's nice and jiggly, nice and loose. If you're squeezing it, that means you can bring a little bit extra tension in your back. And if it is uncomfortable, I always say you can place a prop underneath your belly to lift up if your back is tight. Does that kind of help you to relax? You can use a block or a blanket. That usually help with your lower back, especially if it's hurting, if you're in this position. Nice little modification. Just sitting, holding it here. I'm like I'm crooked, but I'm not. Just breathe. Go ahead, drop it down to the ground. Placing, holding both arms underneath you, bringing your cheek onto the ground. Doing everyone's favorite pose. Holding here in crocodile. Just breathe and go ahead, bend your knees for a second and then windshield wiper your knees the opposite way here. Turn your cheek to the opposite side here in your crocodile pose. Still got my knees, windshield wiper, and go ahead and stretch them back out. Toes planted onto the ground. Making sure your lower back, you're not squeezing your butt muscles, but they're nice and loose. Just breathe. Go ahead, lift on up, back into that Sphinx pose. And this time we're going to do some little isolation. Let me move myself a little bit closer. There we go. So we're going to take, if you have a strap, you can go ahead and use your strap. So what we're going to do, we're going to fold our right foot. Take your right hand, grab your right foot if you're able to. If not, just bend your right foot. And just that's all, if that's where you can go. If you have a strap, you can use your strap for your foot. If you like, go ahead and bend and use your strap. We're just isolating. I got my right hand with my right foot. And like I said, you can grab your foot if you're able to. Or if not, just bend your right foot here for a second. Holding it here. You might feel a little tension in your lower back, but make sure your butt is not squeezing, that you're actually relaxing and letting your spine go the opposite way. Letting that work, releasing some pressure. All right, letting it go. And then switching sides here. Taking that strap or your hand into your left foot. Why can I not reach my foot? I'm looking dead at it, and I don't know where my. I don't know what I'm doing. Go ahead. I don't know. Sometimes I be doing it myself. I be doing the most. Go ahead and bend that foot. So sitting up here, using that left hand with that left foot, making sure you're not squeezing your butt, but your butt is nice and loose. Child, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and comment. I don't know what's going on with me. I'm here. I am here. Key, 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 key. Go ahead and let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I have to hear that song one more time in my car with my grannies. That's where I'm going to let it go. Drop back down. Two, crack it down. Placing your cheek, folding your elbows, placing your head, your cheek onto your palm here. Face down, your palms face down to the ground. Relaxing. Letting that stimulation go. A little bit go away for a lower back because we add a little bit more stimulation with holding our foot back there. Go ahead, switch directions. Go ahead, place an elbows underneath you. Popping your body back up, back onto hands and knees. Then reset your body. Bring your feet to the side and go ahead back down, laying on your back. Into everyone's favorite second or first favorite pose, corpse pose, savasana. Palms facing up to the sky. Feet at least hip width apart, same size as your yoga mat. And just breathe. We're going to let everything go in here. We're going to at least hold it for at least about 5 minutes. So just close your eyes here for a second. Take a nice deep breath in. Let's exhale fully and completely. One more time. Deep breath in. Exhale out fully and completely. With our mouth. Go ahead here. Hey, Google, can you set my timer, please, for 5 minutes?
Okay, 5 minutes. Starting now.
Enjoy your savasana. I'll see you in about 5. Breathe at your own pace, please. Okay, Google, stop. Go ahead, my Okay, Google, stop. Go ahead. Our Okay, Google, stop. Go ahead, my beautiful yogis. Plant your left foot and the right foot into your yoga mat. Gently windshield wiper your knees from side to side here. Go ahead, drop both knees to your lovely left side, taking your left hand above your head. Go ahead, lift on up to your sit bones here. I always trip me up because I have two in this. So I have one in my bedroom, the Googles, and I have one in the living room, one in the kitchen. And I think I have to turn down the one in the kitchen because sometimes I'll be having music and both up loud and they both be hearing each other. And then sometimes they text message me because it's all connected. Because the one in the living room is reacting because I said his name. And the one in the living room, they'll text me. Like my Google will text me and be like, hey, do you mean the kitchen one or do you mean the one in the living room? And I'll be like, yeah, you're everything. All right, my lovely yogis. I'm gonna have to. I don't want to touch the thing. Okay, I'm planting my back up against the wall here because we're gonna do a nice little meditation here. Putting my back against the wall, and we're gonna at least hold it here for about 2 minutes. So I'm sitting crisscross applesauce. My eyes are closed. Palms are facing up here to get all that lovely goodness in this mudra, which I do have the name of it. I put it somewhere, but I can't remember it right now. So there's so many. Place your palms up, facing, getting the lovely energy up in the air, bringing that back into your body. Set my timer for 2 minutes. Eyes closed and just breathing. We're just going to meditate. Alrighty. Inhale both hands up to the sky. Palms, bring it down to this hand gesture, this mudra. Namaste prayer hands here. Bring it into our heart center. That's what I'm learning right now. I'm learning all the hand mudras, that people do in yoga. So that's like my new thing now that I'm learning Love them, like what they mean, how to say them in Sanskrit. So that's like my new thing that I'm challenging myself. I've been doing reading and read a lot of reading and teaching, and that, and doing inversions. Two things: hand gestures, inversions. Okay. So bringing our hands to heart center, and we say Namaste. Namaste is an East Indian Sanskrit, which means the God of me bows down, and I honor the God of you as I touch my third eye for awakeness, for enlightenment. Thank you so much for enjoying me for this practice. Thank you so much, my fellow yogis. I love and appreciate you. Thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in October. We're going to have a spooky dooky month. No, we're not. But we'll see you next month, though. So, bye. Peace. As I come up to you, I'm crawling to you. I'm up too much. If you ever come to my class in real life, I am like this. I'm not lying. See ya. Bye.